Now that you know what is emotional intelligence, let me tell you something interesting. Research shows that people who have high level of EQ is preferred over those people who have high level of IQ. No matter even if you're in a workplace or even if you have issues in your personal relationships, having good emotional intelligence is necessary. So in this one, I'm going to teach you 5 strategies or techniques which you can use to improve your emotional intelligence. And if that's something you are interested in, please keep on watching. Hi guys, welcome to Creating in a Shangri-La. My name is Pooja and this channel is all about self-development, growth, living a conscious and authentic life. So let's get started with 5 strategies for becoming emotionally intelligent. Number 1 is observe how you react to other people. Whenever someone talks to you and tells their opinion, shares their opinion to you, do you instantly make a judgment about them? Do you even let other person finish talking before you come up with your own version of the story? Is stereotyping a second nature to you? If the answers to all these questions is yes, you know where you stand. It doesn't mean you can't stand on both sides of the situation, but if you are seeking self-growth, if you are seeking transformation, you know where you stand. Next time, if you find yourself in an emotionally reactive situation, you know what to do. Put yourself in their shoes and know that they have something valuable to share as well. Be open and accepting to different and diverse sort of people as well. The second thing is practice humility. What does this mean now? Humility simply means not bragging, I have personally in my life been a victim to this. Whenever I had something good happening in my life, whenever I accomplished something, I would run around, especially to my family. I would boast about my accomplishments, and I found that this is not worthy. I'm seeking validation outside me rather than finding it within me. Don't get me wrong, humility is not the absence of self-confidence. In fact, it's totally the opposite. Humility actually means having self-confidence and having self-worth, because you know what you're capable of and you are self-assured. When you go around bragging others, it will have the opposite effect to what you're trying to accomplish, because action is louder than words. So rather than seeking validation from other people or others' opinions, rather than putting them in your frame or putting them in the pedestal, have your own frame and put yourself in the pedestal and put yourself as a priority and see what changes it can do and see how beautifully you will change, because practicing humility has a drastic effect on your overall emotional intelligence, and I personally believe this one is one of the most important one. The third thing is put yourself under the microscope, right? So this one helps you to improve yourself. It doesn't mean that you go around asking each and everyone around you for feedback and opinions, because you don't need to do that. Do it from people who you trust, your friends, your family, those people who are close to your heart, and those people you know that are genuine to you. So when you ask those people for positive criticism, their feedback, you know that they will tell it honestly to you. So when you have the capacity and the potential to accept those words, those comments, and work on yourself from those perceptions, from those comments, it will transform you, it will change you, because it shows how strong you are and ultimately it shows how intelligent you are emotionally. Number 4, handling stress. How do you handle stress? Well, I'm a mess with managing stress, or at least I was. I would react very badly under pressure. When things are good, I would be calm and everything would run smoothly. But when something stressful happened in my life, I would be a mess. I'd be angry at people even if it's not their fault, blame it on others. And I found that this is not emotionally intelligent. This is not something a person with emotional intelligence will do. Because if you're emotionally intelligent, you'll be calm under pressure, you'll be calm and composed, because reacting under that pressure is not going to solve the problem. Rather than reacting, you should be seeking for solution, right? Rather than blaming others, those innocent people who are not even responsible in the first place. So next time you are in a stressful situation, remember that just breathe, stay composed, and know that solution will come. Tell yourself that by stressing out, nothing is going to get solved. It's just going to make your hair grey. It's just going to give you more wrinkles, right? No offense with wrinkles, I want to age beautifully, but handling stress beautifully by composing yourself, by calming yourself down is beautiful, and it is emotionally intelligent. Fifth thing is be responsible. Now this one is an important one. Sometimes we are in situations when we say something offensive to others, when we hurt others, and we know that in our heart. But rather than just putting it under the cover, if you go to that person and apologize to them instantly, everything will be sorted out. People have the tendency to forgive and forget, so inculcate that habit in you. Be responsible for your action. We all are human and we make mistakes. Sometimes we can hurt others, sometimes we can anger others, but it is better to take care of that situation in time rather than prolonging it for too long. Think from their perspective. How will they feel if you take that decision? Will that decision impact them? Will that decision involve them? And if that decision impacts them, how will you handle it? So being responsible doesn't mean being responsible for your own self, but being aware of the surrounding, being aware of the people around you. Don't do things that will affect others negatively. They're just 5 points, guys. It's easy to follow, right? Just remembering those 5 points, those 5 strategies, and living your daily life with a little bit of awareness and having those points in your mind before you react, before you take any decision, and before you go around doing normal random things can massively change you and level up your game in this field of emotional intelligence. So if this video was useful, please like and subscribe, guys, and please let me know down in the comment section below which one was your favorite. For me, it's being responsible. Let me know what you guys have to say. Until next time, bye bye.